Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 13th of March 2022. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Tarot Art Nouveau for today's reading, and this deck consists of only the major arcana. I want to see what this deck has to say about Sunday and what energy you'll be working with. So let me just shuffle these a few times and choose 3 cards. So let's see what's going on Sunday. Right, the first card is this one. We've got the Lovers. Okay. Then this card, the Wheel. And finally, okay, where's the third one? This card. The Chariot. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got 3 really positive cards here. So this is going to be a magical day. The Lovers, pretty self-explanatory. It's about true love, soulmates, doing something that you love and enjoy, kind of getting your mojo back, looking forward to the future. Then the Wheel of Fortune is about your destiny kind of changing as a result of this newfound love and passion. And the Chariot is triumph and victory and success and being in charge and confident and getting what you want. So all 3 cards are really good. The Lovers card is the 6th card in the major arcana, and it talks about the Fool's journey, the first time you run into something that's just yours, or someone that you feel completely drawn to. So the Fool's journey, it starts obviously with the Fool. Then we've got the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, and then the 6th card, the Lovers. So you go through this process, you meet mom and dad, then you go to school, become aware of institutions, and then in this institution or in your life, so the institution that this is talking about is the world or society or anything where you're in contact with other people, basically. You meet someone who completely enchants you, and for the first time you feel the love. You feel this magic, or the flowers are blooming, and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm so lucky and happy to be able to speak to this person. It feels like an honor. Or you discover something that you really love to do, like you discover a talent for painting, or that you're good at something, which then allows you to have love for yourself, and it's really a moment of enchantment. So on this day, obviously, love is in the air. There's the potential to meet someone new, but also here we've got the symbol for Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's a fire sign, and by pursuing something or by going out there on your own and looking at what your options are and what opportunities exist, you'll be able to find something that really is part of your life purpose, that makes you feel passionate and full of life and motivated and excited. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be traveling somewhere new and really being delighted by that. Or finding something new that you can study, like a new course, or you discover an interest that you weren't aware of before. So maybe stumbling upon any course. It could be astrology or maths or science or anything at all that suddenly sparks your interest, and you're like, okay, I'm going to fall in love with this, I'm going to commit to this and learn. And then finally, it's also about spiritual connection and being able to have this epiphany to realize, wow, there is something bigger out there that is interested in me, that loves me, and it wants me to have the best life possible. So by aligning myself with that positive force, I'll be able to tap into that feeling anytime I want. I'm no longer alone, and my life now feels like it's got some direction to it. Which is kind of interesting because we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is about your destiny. It's about your path through life, and when you hit this 10th card in the major arcana, you have a choice to make. You can pursue things that you find interesting and inspiring, or you can decide to align yourself with other people and to help them out, even if you don't enjoy the situation. Or you can just decide to keep things as they are and keep on moving, doing the same things. What's interesting about this Wheel of Fortune is that this woman is blindfolded. So usually the one card that reminds me is the Eight of Swords. We have a woman also blindfolded and she's standing among all these swords. And the solution in that card is, rather than trying to figure things out on a logical level by gathering information, the way out is to listen to your intuition and to your gut feeling. Because she's standing in this moor with all these puddles, this water which is accessible, but it seems flimsy and difficult to kind of read. So the same thing applies here. Listen to your gut. And with the Lovers card, I feel it's really simple. If it makes you feel alive and delighted, then go for it. That's the way that's going to lead to success and triumph and good things. I feel that this woman with the blindfold is a symbol of not overthinking and not trying to figure it all out as it appears on paper, but really keeping it very, very simple and saying, if I feel it, if it sits right with me, then I'm going to pursue it. Also, the Lovers card, so there's possibility for something fabulous to come into your life. It's something that's unexpected. You couldn't have planned for it. You couldn't have seen it coming. And the two together mean that this new romance or this new passion for an activity or place, that's something that is part of your life purpose and is going to improve your path moving forward. So if you are going on a date today and the two of you get on like a house on fire, then really believe that and pay attention to it and say, hey, this could actually lead to something. I'm not just going to dismiss it as, not that people say this often, but just another good date, you know? Then we've got these two women here at the top and all these flowers. So they're kind of in a position of rest. They're kind of waiting for something. And obviously she has the blindfold. So I don't really feel you need to do very much. You don't need to gallop around looking for something. You don't need to have total understanding of your circumstances and super laser sharp crystal clarity. You don't. This comes to you. The wheel turns by itself and something good comes into your life. Accept it, embrace it, believe it. And that's kind of interesting because the message I'm getting here is that even if it seems too good to be true on this day, it isn't. What you get is what it is. And then finally, the Chariot. We've got a Caesar-like figure on his chariot with a lion there, horse pulling him forward. And we've got this beautiful bouquet of flowers indicating victory and life and triumph and something to celebrate. And he's looking very authoritative. He's the boss. So he's the leader. He decides what he's going to do. And then he gets the horses and he moves in that direction. No one gives him permission. No one tells him, hey, you have to go here. He chooses to do it. And it's kind of like he's taking a victory lap here. So if this great opportunity comes into your life, then one, believe it. But second of all, do something with it. Be confident. If it's a good situation. So the example that's coming to mind, if you have this great connection with someone, and then it's over and you go home and you're like, okay, that was great. Maybe I should send this person a text saying I had a lovely dinner, but I don't want to be too forward or pushy or feel like I'm imposing myself. But fundamentally, I want to say thank you because I had a great time. Then the Chariot is saying, act, send the text, say I had a great time. It's going to work much better than having all of these thoughts of, oh, I don't want to be too much and social graces and how should I behave. Just go with your gut, and if you want to send a text, do it. Or let's think of another example. If you find a wonderful new course that interests you hugely and it just appears in your life, you don't know how this is going to benefit you in the long run. You don't know if it's going to benefit you in your career or if it's going to be even useful in any way, but you have this huge desire to take this course, then the Chariot card is saying, just do it. Take the course. It will lead to something wonderful, even if you can't see that final outcome just yet. So number-wise, we've got 6 and 7 is 13, and 10 is 23. 2 and 3 is 5, and that's freedom in numerology. So not only is this blessing from the universe part of your life purpose and it's something really positive, but it's also going to give you a greater sense of freedom. And because it is so good, it outweighs some of the negatives that you've got in your life. And it gives you a much greater sense of joy and this lightness of being. Life is good, life is magical, life can be anything. And it really changes your perspective. So something good happens despite any action you take. Something good happens to you even though you may not have worked for it or done anything for it or planned it or anything like that. Something good appears and comes into your life. So let me know what that is in the comments below. I hope you have a great day. This really does look amazing. I mean, if we look at the major arcana, we've got a lot of cards which are positive, but we've got cards which are neutral and less than positive too, like the Tower. So negative, neutral, and positive. And the 3 cards that came out today are super, super positive. These are the best cards in the major arcana. And all 3 of them is a sign, a really good omen that you're going to have a good time today and that you're going to receive something wonderful. I hope you have a great day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to order your reading with me. I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology in my personal readings. If you have any questions about your journey through life, your destiny, your vocational aptitudes, strengths, weaknesses, relationships, anything at all, then please do get in touch for a personal reading. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. Hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.